guys, it's Shelby. If you didn't already know that, that probably means you should hit the subscribe button because you are probably new here. This is my first video of 2021, which I am so excited about. It is an essential video that has to be made for any person who claims to be any sort of minimalist here on the internet. Today I'm going to be talking about 50 things I no longer buy. I've got some different ones that you may not have heard in other people's, and quite a few that I don't purchase anymore because they are wasteful. And I approach minimalism a little bit differently than maybe some other people you've seen around the internet, because my approach to minimalism I like to coin as eco-minimalism. Basically, the goal of this is to buy as little as you need so that you have the smallest impact on the planet as you can, because every single thing we buy has a resource footprint, a water footprint, a greenhouse gas footprint. No matter how small or big it is, every single thing we buy, if it's bought new, I should give that caveat, has a footprint on our environment. And so if we're worried about sustaining the planet and we're worried about minimalism, eco-minimalism is the perfect merge of the two. The secret here is that that kind of excludes things that are secondhand because they don't contribute to resource demand. So we call it eco-minimalism because you can actually have an abundance of things. If you bought them secondhand, they don't have a footprint on the earth, the same as buying new stuff does. But yeah, that's the philosophy behind this channel, and that's what you can subscribe and look forward to seeing more videos all about. It is a different contrast to a lot of the content I've been seeing here on YouTube lately. All through the holiday season, I would watch people's vlogs and they would get packages in the mail and go,
"Oh, I don't remember what I ordered. I don't remember what this is."
What?
This channel is the complete opposite of that. You can be sure that I will tell you why you shouldn't buy things more than I'll tell you what you should be buying. That's why I personally try to choose sponsors that are not physical products, that are more services or digital services, which is why this video is brought to you by Audible, because I have been listening to so many audiobooks recently, trying to get myself on the productive track here in the new year. And one of the audiobooks I'm really excited to recommend to you, we'll talk a little bit more about later. But if you want to jump ahead, you can get one free audiobook and 30 days free to Audible's membership with a link in the description, which is just audible.com/Shelby, or text Shelby to 500-500. But before I give you my new book recommendation, let's get into some things I'm not buying this year. Impulse buys. These are things that we buy that we didn't already know that we needed. Anything that you walk into a store and you buy that you didn't have an intention of buying before you walked in is likely you're buying it on impulse. A lot of people talk about this as if it's just like the candies you grab at the checkout line or the things you see at the Target dollar spot, but I think it's pretty much anything you buy that you didn't already plan to purchase. This is something I have fought long and hard to get out of the habit of doing, but it is something that I no longer contribute to, and I will not be contributing to in 2021. I will not be buying any new phone cases in 2021 because I actually made a custom case with Pila, which is the compostable phone case company. It has my quote on it: "You cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do," and that is the only phone case I plan to have until I absolutely have to get another one. You can snag one of those phone cases for yourself. I'll have it linked below, but I actually put this in here because I used to be someone who matched my phone cases to my outfits. Yeah, it's not something I'm proud of, but it's something I used to do and something I will not be doing in the year 2021. I tried to section these out into categories so that it was easier for you to understand. So this first category is going to be things I no longer buy because they're wasteful. First up is single-use plastic ZIPLOC bags. Even if you reuse them, they're of much lower quality and much more polluting to the earth than a single silicone bag. I've had the same stasher bag now for probably almost 4 years and freaking love it. I have a whole arsenal of them at this point. Reusable silicone bags are a great option for lower waste, but also you can microwave them, you can freeze them, you can put them in the dishwasher. They're amazing. I love stasher bags, but because of them, I will no longer be buying single-use plastic ZIPLOC bags. I also will not be buying any paper towels in the year 2021. A reusable towel will work just fine. Similar to paper towels, makeup wipes are a huge no. They create so much more waste than is necessary when there are much better cleansers out there that you can just use either your hand or a reusable cloth to take off your makeup. Double cleansing is a must in this household because if I didn't, Hiram would probably never speak to me again.
What happened?
But no makeup wipes will be used in this house in 2021. Plastic water bottles should be an obvious thing by now in the year 2021, but I know plenty of people still use them, and I will not be purchasing any of them in this year 2021 at all. Tap water with a filter for the win. Dryer sheets, I will not be buying any of them. I have reusable wool balls, or better yet, you can hang dry your clothes, which is what I choose to do most of the time. Fabric softeners and scent boosters, or any accessories really for my laundry routine, not doing it. The most I will ever plan to do at this point is maybe like an oxy booster to keep your whites white or to remove stains. I actually recently posted my laundry routine if you want to go check it out. I'll link it right here. But yeah, no useless like scent boosting weird laundry accessories for me. If you're new here, this might be a surprise to you, but I don't shave. So in the year 2021, I won't be buying any razors, and I also won't be buying shaving cream. Does anyone still actually do that? There are reusable safety razors out there that will cut down on the waste of razors, regular razors, by a ton, but I just cut it all out together because your girl doesn't shave on any sort of regular basis. I'm not buying into any of the gimmicky home cleaners either, having a different cleaner for your wood, your granite, your windows, your stainless steel, your bathroom, your kitchen floor, your sink, like all those things. I'm not buying any of that. I use what I make in my DIYs, and I use a couple things that are all surface cleaners, but that's it. We're not having like a whole arsenal of cleaning stuff going on around here. Let me know in the comments if you want to see my zero waste cleaning routine, because I could do that in spring. I'm not buying plastic containers anymore. Things like meal prep containers or leftover containers, Tupperware, all that sort of stuff. I'm never buying plastic ever again in that way. I try to buy all of those things secondhand, but I also always try to choose glass because there's no chance of glass seeping toxins into my food, wreaking havoc on the planet if it ends up getting wasted, releasing microplastics into the water, all the things that come along with plastic. So I'm not buying plastic containers ever again. Similarly with makeup wipes, I won't be buying any cotton rounds. If I'm going to use a toner, I'll put it on my hands and just apply it directly to my face. I don't want to have any single-use waste there, and I don't wear nail polish, so I have no use for them. Q-tips are something that I don't buy. I don't use on my ears because I've been told that it's not good for your ears. I know there are reusable swabs out there for this if you want to use them for whatever reason, but I'm just not buying them anymore. Foil, parchment paper, plastic wrap, all of those things, I'm not buying them anymore. I haven't bought them in quite a while. A few swaps for this would be a silicone, reusable silicone baking sheet, or beeswax wraps, which are reusable and compostable as opposed to plastic or foil wrap. None of that wasteful stuff around here. Coffee pods are something that I've really never bought for myself on any sort of regular basis. Surely not going to start in the year 2021. There are so many different zero waste ways to make coffee. I personally don't drink coffee on a daily basis. I'll only like go get one from a local shop if I feel like I like need some that day. So I'm probably not the person to talk to about coffee, but I know a lot of my friends love their French press, which is a cool zero waste way to make coffee. And since I don't drink coffee at home, I try not to buy into any coffee accessories because this can go a long way, you guys. I'm sure you have the friends who are the coffee lovers that have like the warmers that your coffee cup can sit on, or like the coffee cups that you can push a button and it spins your coffee. There's just all kinds of coffee accessories out there, so not doing that here. I am not buying any physical books in the year 2021. I've talked about this a lot, but I call this me finally realizing something about my fantasy self. There are a few different things that my fantasy self enjoys that I do not. One of them being tea, and another one of them being physical books. I don't like reading, and I've always wanted to be that girl who could just go
sit in a coffee shop and maybe not even drink coffee, maybe drink a tea and just relax and enjoy a good book.
But that's not me. So I've realized that. I've removed myself from buying those things so that I'm not wasting resources getting them. And instead, I like listening to audiobooks because I can still get all the information without having to try to read and do something that I don't like to do. So in light of the new year, I am going to be listening to Atomic Habits over on Audible, which again has phenomenal reviews. I think almost 30,000 5-star reviews. I've been told up and down this book is one of the best things you can do if you want to start like a productivity routine or all that sort of stuff. And since it's the new year, we know that that's what I'm doing. Well, I don't know. Do you have New Year's resolutions? Let me know in the comments. But I'm really excited to listen to this audiobook. And if you want to listen to it, or if you want to pick from something else in Audible's library, then you can just go to audible.com/Shelbi or text Shelbi to 500-500 to get your free audiobook and 30 days free to Audible's trial today. I don't know about you, but 2020 really threw me for a loop. None of my goals that I set for myself for last year got accomplished. So listening to audiobooks that could help me be productive and maybe get me out of the funk I've been in and not doing the things that I love and reaching my full potential, I guess you could say. Audible's a really good tool to use for that. So make sure you check them out. They've got a huge selection of audiobooks over there and Audible originals, which you can only get on Audible and nowhere else. So I always highly recommend. I'm not buying aerosol sprays for my home because they give me a headache. headache. I've been trying to convince my family to stop using aerosols because of all the weird health things that they're linked to, and they won't stop. But for me personally, not buying any sprays and aerosols for the house. I also won't be buying any paraffin wax candles because I noticed that when I burn a candle that has paraffin wax as opposed to like coconut or soy, I get a headache. So paraffin wax are a hard no for me. I will not be buying any of the newest tech. I don't care. I don't care how cool the new iPhone is. I'm not doing it. I buy all of my tech secondhand, and I have a guide actually if you want to see where you can purchase your own secondhand phone. I'll leave that link in the description, but I'm not buying into any of the hyped up tech stuff that comes out this year or any year going forward probably. I'm not buying meal delivery services, even though a lot of people hype them up. Personally, because if I want a meal that's like easier to make or easier to consume, I should say, I'm just gonna order takeout. If I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like cooking. And honestly, there's so much plastic waste that comes with those delivery services. I understand how to some families they can be really helpful, but for me, like, it just doesn't seem like the wins outweigh the losses. So not buying meal delivery services around here. I also do my best to never buy like pre-made meals or pre-sliced like fruits and vegetables. Again, I know that these things are very helpful to some people, but I personally just find that they're just really a lot more expensive and a lot more added waste that I don't want to contribute to. So I'm not buying them. Also, I feel like this one's obvious, but I had to throw it in here. I'm not buying any animal products for my kitchen. I shouldn't say that because I will sometimes buy honey from a local place, but we're not buying no cow's milk, we're not buying no beef, not buying any animals to have in this kitchen, okay? That's a really big resolution that a lot of you could set for yourselves if you haven't taken that step yet, because not eating animal products has a huge monumental environmental benefit, so definitely give that some thought. I'm not buying any mass-produced souvenirs, assuming that maybe the world will get back to a place where I'm able to actually go somewhere this year. I had so many travel plans for the year 2020 that got ruined. Well, not ruined. I understand why I couldn't go, but you know what I mean. But I'm not buying any mass-produced souvenirs because a lot of times they're not even made in this country. They're made overseas and then shipped here, and they're just like mass-produced tacky stuff. So I've just removed myself from buying any of those. Same thing with mass-produced art. There's just nothing that's like appealing to me about it anymore. Canvases with like quotes on them, or just like, yeah, mass-produced art that like everyone has. There's so many artisans out there who are looking to make a living off of art, and so to just support like Target essentially, yeah, I'm just not buying any of that. I'm not buying any thank you cards, any postcards, any Christmas cards. I hate cards. I feel like giving someone a card who doesn't want it is such a burden, because then they're like,
to put it on my fridge? Do I save it? Like, what do I do with this?
and since I don't like receiving them, I don't send them. This one's really sad, but I know I need to make this deal with myself, at least for this year. I'm not buying any mugs. That means new and secondhand, Shelby. You have enough mugs. Especially since right now we can't go out to coffee shops and use our reusable mugs. Why? I don't need to buy anymore. I'm sad. I can't be the only one who is always suckered into buying mugs at the thrift store. I can't be alone. But in the year 2021, I will resist the urge. Matches are something I don't buy anymore. I was gifted some, so I'm using those up. But getting a rechargeable lighter is definitely going to be a much better option for the planet, and what I'm choosing to do in the year 2021. Single-use kitchen items, the avocado slicers that can only be used on one thing. I know they're useful for some people, but not me. It seems a little silly when there are so many other options that you probably already have in your kitchen. So for me, not buying them. This one is a very content creator-y type of thing, so maybe a lot of you would never do this or even think about doing this, but because I've gotten a lot more into posting on Instagram, I've had thoughts at thrift stores like,
that would be really cute to like include in a flat lay photo.
I've had this thought so many times of, if I bought that, I could make this photo for Instagram. And I think when you're buying it secondhand, really, there's no harm in doing that to the environment, really. But I do end up having things that like I never end up using. I never even end up photographing. So this year, I'm committing to not buying things only for like setting up a picture. If you look around, you will notice that I like plants, but I hate fake plants, and I'm not buying any of them in 2021. I feel like they are the most counterintuitive thing ever, to take a beautiful green oxygen producing plant and make a fake version of it made from petroleum.
What's not clicking?
What? So yeah, in 2021, not buying fake plants. I would encourage you not to do so either. I'm not buying any glitter in 2021 because glitter can quickly become a microplastic that can get through the filters of any sort of filtration system and make it into our oceans and make its way up the food chain, creating toxic microplastics and issues all, like I said, all across the food chain. I feel like glitter should literally be categorized as a pollutant, and that's just how I feel, so I'm not buying any in 2021. I don't use conditioner on my hair. So I won't be buying any conditioner in the year 2021, and I also don't use any hair products on my hair at all. The only thing that touches my hair is the shampoo that I use and my hair tie that I have kept up with now for probably 2 years. These are the only things that touch my hair, and if you want to see my full bathroom essentials video, I'll link it right here. No conditioner, no hair gels, hairsprays, dry shampoos. I'm not gonna buy any of those. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty sensitive to smell, so I'm not buying paraffin wax candles, I'm not buying aerosol sprays, I'm not buying perfumes because same thing, they give me headaches. And so no perfumes, no body sprays, none of that. I'm not buying any nail polishes because they don't serve me. I like the natural color of my nails. And most nail polish is really toxic and basically just plastic that you paint onto your nails. So it's not my thing, so I'm not buying any of that. I'm also not buying any fake lashes, and I only added this on here because I borrowed some for my wedding, and oh my God.
They're awful.
They look good in pictures, but other than that, they're just like too much, so I'm not buying them. I haven't bought fast fashion in several years, and I'm not gonna start in 2021, so no fast fashion in the year 2021 for me. I've also made the decision that in the year 2021, I'm not buying any clothing that is new that is made from synthetic fibers. Anything that's not a natural fiber unless it's secondhand or made from recycled materials. Synthetic fibers have so many issues with our ecosystem, and so I am just committing, at least for 2021, I might make even bigger commitments to do this, not even secondhand, like maybe next year, but no new synthetic fibers for me in the year 2021. I'm not buying any heels or any uncomfortable shoes, and you can't tell me that I need to wear them to any occasion, because if there's an occasion that I need to wear those things to, I'm probably not going. I'm just kidding. I'll probably borrow something from like a friend or my sister, but I'm not buying. I'm not buying any heels probably ever again if I can avoid it. I'm not buying any clothes for a single occasion, something that I would never wear again. Even my wedding dress, I'm so torn because I kind of want to make it into something that I can wear again by just cutting off the bottom like tier. Then it's short and something that I could wear to a party or like New Year's Eve. Maybe I actually think that this could be a good enough way to reuse it, would be to redo photos every year with me and my partner and wear my wedding dress so that I actually get use out of it, and then see like over the years how that changes. I think that could be a lot of fun. But the point is, I'm not buying any outfits that are single use, essentially things that you can only wear on Christmas or things that you can only wear to a wedding or any of that stuff. I've also come to terms with the fact that I'm a basic bitch. I like neutral tone clothes, and even if I buy things at the thrift store, I'm like,
Ooh, this is a good deal, like the actual garment itself is pretty.
if it's in a color that's not like literally brown, white, or black, I'm probably not gonna wear it. For the most part, I'm not buying colored clothes anymore. I'm so boring. I have found the absolute perfect pair of slides slash sandals, flip-flops, whatever you want to call them. They're by a brand called Okabashi, and they use recycled materials. They pay fair wages. They're made in the US. I love this brand, and therefore I am no longer buying any sandals, any flip-flops, any slides. These are now my ride or die shoes, and I'm not buying any more. Simple as that. I'm not buying any new sunglasses either. I have my one pair from Pila, which is like my everyday sunglasses that I love, and then I asked for another pair for Christmas that were a little bit different style that I love. So definitely now that I have two pairs of sunglasses, I'm not buying anymore. Even though, have you noticed that sunglasses can trend? Like the style and the shape, they come and go. I've picked two very classic styles that I will continue to love even if the styles change, and so I'm not buying any sunglasses anymore. I'm also not buying statement jewelry. You guys ask me all the time where I got this necklace from. My mom got it for me for my birthday last year. And I'm the kind of person who, when I find a piece of jewelry that I just love, I'm just gonna wear that. And I don't need any statement jewelry. So I'm going to not be buying anything that's like,
Oh, but this will go good with that outfit.
no, because this goes good with every outfit. And realistically, I'm not gonna wear something else. Also, not buying purses anymore. I have my one backpack that I use every single day, been using for years. Love that thing, it's super functional, and I am not someone who like really loves backpacks or purses, so I just don't need, and therefore I'm not buying any purses for myself. And bras. I don't wear a bra on a daily basis. I only wear bandeaus or the little things that like cover you right here when I'm filming because I attach my mic to it. You're right here right now. I hate bras. I think they're uncomfortable. I think they're bad for your circulation. I think a lot of times they look worse under my clothes than if I'm just not wearing anything. And people always tell me like,
It would be nice to be able to go without a bra if I didn't have such a big chest.
I'm pretty sure last time I checked I was a double D, and I think at this point I might even be bigger than that. It's just more comfortable for me over time than wearing a bra. I fucking hate bras. So no bras for me 2021. Who's joining me? Well, there you have it, 50 things I'm not buying in 2021. I'd love to hear if you think I skipped something you'd like to see in my next video like this. And I'd also love that if you're new here, like I said, make sure you subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to check out the sponsor of today's video, which is Audible. I'll have them linked at the top of the description. And remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. Bye guys. Happy New Year!